The 8 Raccoons. Can the upset happen? Let's see. We got Chainsaw and Schulte on the kickoff. Schulte's able to get it towards the Narwhal side. Gary's up on the wall. He gets it over one. Just gets met in the 50 by Pop. Freaky. It's on the left wall. He's keeping control. Can't get that last touch. Dragon gets a good clear out. Chainsaw zero boost. Made himself a little bit awkward. There's a demo by Dragon as he's able to get Chainsaw out of the match. Pop misses that touch there. Freaky's up on the wall. He misses the touch. Chainsaw's up though. Good touch by him. Dragon gets a pop up. Another shot. Freaky's up in the air. That's a shot on net. It's a miss though.
Yeah, and I was really surprised to see Chainsaw coming out. Chainsaw is an Omega player, so tier below. I'm really surprised to see him out in the field. So far, it looks like he's doing well. As Freaky's gonna pass one mid, try to get one to a teammate. Can't quite find it. Gonna bounce back. That Gary shot on net. Far down and out. Not quite. Schulte gets the save, but the offensive pressure still keeps going from the Narwhals.
Yeah, they're just putting the relentless pressure, just getting the shots. They're just going a little too high right now to get in the back of the net. And Gary's a little bit awkward on the side. He misses, and that's going to be a goal first for the Raccoons.
Yeah, and the too aggressive, maybe a little bit of an overcommit. You know, Gary couldn't quite get back on time. They're a little bit awkward, and one pop shot's going to start things strong off for the Raccoons.
Absolutely. Another kickoff is underway. Dragon and Chainsaw. Chainsaw misses it. Pop gets shot on net. Freaky's able to come across and get the clear out. He keeps it close to him. Schulte with a good pop out towards the Narwhal's corner. Chainsaw misses. Pop is able to clear it out towards the Narwhal's corner. Freaky, he's got the boost, but Pop's able to go quickly. Dragon trying to just redirect it towards the net, but unfortunately can't. Schulte clears it out. Dragon's up. He's able to beat Freaky up towards that Narwhal's corner. Right now, the narrative flip, it's the Raccoons that have all the pressure.
Yeah, but that looks like, or it's about to change right now. As Narwhals are trying to find another offensive attack here. As Freaky's gonna try to get one past mid, but Schulte looks to clear it out to as far as Chainsaw, but he gets awkward on that. It's slightly open, but Freaky will get back to recover, and Gary will try to continue a Narwhal's offensive attack.
Absolutely, that was almost detrimental there for the Narwhals to be down 2 in this time of the game. Just shot made himself a little bit awkward, and that was unfortunately not able to. Freaky gets a pass out, and the Chainsaw is back in the net to make sure that's not a 2-goal lead for the Raccoons. Shop gets a 50. Gary's up on the wall. He's keeping it low, but that's a good demo by Schulte to make sure Gary can't make any play. Right now, the Raccoons are making good effort of eliminating Gary out of the play. I believe that is Hatch. I could be mistaken. But right now, Pop, he's keeping it close. Gets a shot on net on the top left, and he gets his second goal of the game. It's a 2-0 lead for the Raccoons.
Yeah, Schultz with a great pass, great 50. One pop shot gets the queen up there. And yeah.
Just an early lead. This is what the Raccoons need to try and just eliminate a bit of the morale of the Narwhals. Just show like, hey, we came to fight. Just because we're the safe seed doesn't mean we can't give you guys trouble. And Gary with a nice little pop, and that's a good redirect by Freaky, reading that second touch off the corner. And this makes it a 1-goal game now.
Yeah, 1-goal game. What a really great pop there from Gary. Great pass to find Freaky in, who took the shot and scored. Now only a 1-goal game with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Absolutely. And Pop wins a kickoff, and it's high on the backboard. And there was for a second no one challenging that ball from either side. Just a little bit late for both teams, but that works in the favor of the Narwhals. Dragon pops it up. No Raccoons attempting the aerial. Pops it up. He's made a 50 with Gary. Gary clears it out, but Schulte is there in his corner. Freaky shot on it. Gary's there. Gary's not able to get that touch as Dragon applies pressure. Dragon pops it out. No one's up for it as they just let it drop. Freaky clears it up high. Freaky, he's got the touch. Oh, he couldn't get it. Gary zero boost as he just clears it out. Pops up. No one's touching the ball right now. Freaky is a little bit awkward, but can't get it. Gary zero boost.
Ooh.
That's a good bump by Dragon. Oh, good pop there by Freaky. Oh, this might be the net. And it misses.
Oh, what a great offensive attack here from the Raccoons. Just can't quite find it for demoing the Narwhals team off a pitch here, trying to get something going here, trying to get a goal. This is the aggressiveness I like to see out of them, and this is how they would win here as Zerg tries to get a shot on net. Bounces back for Schultz. He's going to bang it mid. Dragon's going to beat her, and barely saved by the Narwhals defense.
Yeah, just this pressure from the Raccoons. I don't think the Narwhals were expecting this. Like, yeah, they do have a sub up, but it's only just a tier division. And that might be the dagger for this game as Pop gets his hat trick. And the Raccoons are up 3-1 with 38 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by the offensive pressure. Raccoons starting out strong. One pop shot with a hat trick in game number 1, 38 seconds left. And Narwhals have to respond quickly if they want any chance of winning this first game.
Absolutely, and the kickoff goes in favor of the Raccoons, but Pop can't keep it close to him. Dragon's back. He gets a clear out. There's no one back there right now. It's just off on the left side. Schulte's up. He's not able to get a Pop. It's going backwards. And Pop tried to get his 4th of the game, but unfortunately couldn't. And there's a double commit there by the Narwhals. He's up. Gary's there to get the save. Gary clears it out. He's putting as much pressure as he can. Schultz is back. Gary gets a shot, but can't. The Narwhals are up. There's not enough time, and this is going to go to Raccoons for game number 1.
Yeah, and what a great game for them. Raccoons starting off strong, looking to pull off an insane upset. Narwhals are the number 1 seed. Raccoons had to play in the play-in tournament, so this would be absolutely insane, but it's only game 1.
Absolutely. Now, both teams, they got a lot to learn from this one. Raccoons, they played solid. This is the best I've seen them. And Hatch was missing for that Narwhals game, but he will be coming in now. So that's who Chainsaw was subbing in. So now, this is a completely different game. Game number 2. It's going to be a different speed and momentum from the Narwhals. Curious to see if Raccoons can keep it up.
Yeah, I'm curious too. With Hatch coming on the field, it takes creates like a new dynamic between the teams that the Raccoons are gonna have to deal with. We're gonna have to now deal with Hatch, and the play style from the Narwhals might change a little bit. How will the Raccoons manage to find the change in their play style?
I think they just keep that same play style. The pressure, the shots, just being able to read those second touches after the first shot miss, it has been phenomenal. Lots of assists back and forth between the Raccoons. We shall see if they keep it up. I believe we are still waiting on Hatch to join the game, and Hatch is in. He's be joining the team. We're here. We are ready for game number 2.
Yeah, I'm excited for game number 2 here, as this kickoff is going to go in the favor of the Raccoons here, but Narwhals are going to get clear out to Gary. Dragon's going to pop it mid, but Gary's there to recover. That might be an open net, but saved away by Dragons. Freaky's going to pass it out mid. Only as far, still dangerous in front. Freaky trying to ball, one pop shot is there, and Narwhals are starting off strong on the offense as Life's Big going to get a shot attempt. Freaky can't quite find it. The Narwhals still on offense, and Gary gets a shot, just saved. All right, Devin, what a save.
Absolutely. He was able to just get perfect timing. Post it on the post. Yep, post twice. I know English. Gary gets a shot. Dragon's back, though. That's his second save of the game. They're Hatch with a miss. Freaky's up on the wall. So is Gary. And that's met from Dragon to force it down. Right now, Narwhals are keeping control of it right now. Raccoons haven't been able to generate much offense. Pop tries to meet the 50 with Freaky, but just can't. Freaky pops it out. Gary goes for the 50, trying to force it in the net, make the Raccoons awkward. Pop, he gets a shot on that. Freaky's a little bit low boost. He gets a touch to clear it out. Dragon drops it down, and just a miscommunication there. Schultz also tries to go for the pop down. Double commit there by the Raccoons. But not as detrimental as it is right now. But who knows? Shot on net by Hatch. Not able to make it work. Freaky pisses it. It goes in front of the Raccoons net. That's a pop-up by Gary. Hatch is up. Now we'll get the good shot on net that he needs. Schultz, 0 boost, trying to make a little bit awkward for the Narwhals right now. it's the offensive pressure has switched from both teams. It's the Narwhals who are just dominating right now.
Yeah, Narwhals are just keeping it strong on offense, mostly staying the Raccoons half. However, Raccoons have been doing really good to hold off their attacks, and as Devil will get the first goal of the game, and what a great counter from the Raccoons.
Absolutely, Schultze with the clear out to Pop, who's on the wall. He pinched it up to the ceiling, and Dragon was just able to read the drop down. And that puts Raccoons up with 3:05 remaining.
Yeah, and the kickoff's going to go in favor more of the Raccoons, but Hatch is going to take possession, try to get something. Oh, as far as Schultze is freaky on the ball, going to try to keep the attack. Narwhals are playing this more offensively as he's off the ceiling. Can he get a pass? No, saved out. Now it's down the other end. One pop shot for the open net.
Oh, yeah,
And one pop shot will get the second goal of the game off a slight overcommit from the Narwhals.
That was just a bad offensive push there from the Narwhals. I don't think anybody knew who was going to hit that ball. They all thought they were going to get that. And Pop, who was just a little bit out towards that midfield, was able to get the clear out and make it a 2-0 lead for the Raccoons.
Yeah, and Narwhal might be playing a little bit too offensive here, but the Raccoons are having another chance here as it's saved away from Freaky. What a save, as the Raccoons will continue their offensive pressure. And Schultze will get stopped by Hatch, but he keeps continuing. He powers through, but it's denied by the Narwhals defense.
That was a good save there by Gary as he was able to just quickly reach Schultze. And that's just a nice little air carry from Gary. And that makes it a 1-goal game.
Oh, what a great air dribble from Gary. Just sees it, beats both defenders here as no one was really expecting that. What a great offensive pressure from Narwhals as we start another kickoff.
Absolutely. Right now it's Freaky and Dragon gets it with it going towards. And that's just a fast clear out of shot. He misses though. Hatch is up. He gets a touch towards the Raccoons net, but Schultze meets a 50 on Freaky. Dragon's up. He gets a small touch as Pop putting pressure. Hits on the backboard of Narwhals. Schultze's up. The shot on net. That's a nice little bump there by Pop, but just another Raccoons was not able to get there in time. Hatch clears it out. And he's got that corner boost. He's keeping close. He's going for a pinch to the middle. That's a good clear there by Schultze. And Schultze is able to just quickly get there on that pinch from Freaky. Freaky tried to clear it out, but just couldn't. Good bump there by Schultze. He's making Gary a little bit awkward, but not enough. Gary's up. Freaky, just misses. That top right was open for just a split second. Just unable to hit it.
Yeah, confidence here coming out of Narwhals as they continue for offensive attack, and Freaky will score. What a goal. Almost got redirected, but Freaky was still able to do it himself. What a great shot, and to tie the game here with 1:21 left.
Absolutely, just the amount of pressure the Narwhals have put on. The shots on net, it's just a volume that they need if they want to win this game right now.
Yeah, and you see the demos coming out a little bit here from the Raccoons. They're still playing slightly aggressive in a good way. The demo game going on from them as Gary's going to clear it mid, only as far as Dragon, who's going to clear back out the Hatch as the Narwhals offense seems to keep going here.
So we might be getting a overtime in game number 2. Dragon's back. He gets a bad touch there, but Gary's not able to get that corner. Schultze beats on the 50, and Dragon's just a little bit awkward. Luckily wasn't going towards that net. He's keeping close with 0 boost though. Gets 50 with Gary. Freaky and Hatch are both up. Gary passed it. Hatch was not quite ready. There's another pass. Good pop up there by Shop. Schultze. He gets a pop. I don't think that's what he wanted. Shop. As Dragon was just going full ham towards that Narwhal's net, getting as any demos he could right there. He was able to acquire one. Dragon's back. He meets a 50 on Gary. It goes high up. It's going to hit that backboard. Oh, great save there by Freaky as Schultze put the shot on net to make this not go to overtime. It's just not quite able to. 3 seconds left. 2. Hatch is up.
Hatch.
He's going for a touch. It's in that backboard.
Hatch.
And they're still up. There's a chance still. Pop pops up. Freaky. And it drops down. We're going to overtime.
Yeah, what insane offensive pressure from the Narwhals in the late seconds of the half. Let's see if they can keep it going into this overtime as Schultz takes possession of the ball. It's going to be the Freaky who gets a clear out. One top shot with an awkward touch to his corner as Schultz is going to clear it back out to the Narwhal side. Here's Gary. He's going to bring it out to Freaky. Who's there? It's going to be Gary with a 50 as the Narwhals look to go onto offense.
Yep, that's just a good switch there. And there's a shot on net. Gary's back though. Dragon tries to get the 50 but can't. There's a double commit there by the Narwhals as Pop is towards the left side of his net. Freaky shot. Pop is back. He clears it out forward, trying to allow his team to get back on boost. Freaky misses a touch there. Shot gets the 50. Hatch is a little bit awkward, but that's a good touch there. Double commit there by the Narwhals. It's Gary's last one. There's a 50. No one's back. Oh, good save by Hatch there to clear it out and make sure that this game is still in overtime. Pops up. He misses. I feel like that was a good chance to end it, but unfortunately not. Schultz is back. He gets a 50 by Freaky as Freaky wins it. Hatch. Oh, that's a demo by Schultz. That looked like that should have been a demo for Hatch there, but
Yeah.
we know how Rocket League is.
Yeah, Rocket League is like that sometimes. The Raccoons will continue their offensive pressure. One pop shot's going to try to pass it mid. Gary will get a clear out as Freaky's waiting there up front. Bounces mid as Gary's going to keep the ball in front of the net as one pop shot's going to clear it out back towards Narwhals here. As, Hatch gets an awkward touch. He goals it.
Just an
goal.
What an unfortunate way to lose that game number 2. He should have just left it be, as that was just never going, and Dragon's able to disrupt that Narwhal's net. This is a 2-0 lead for the Raccoons.
What an unfortunate event for the Narwhals. Just a little awkward on defense. Probably should have just left that. What an unfortunate way to end game 2, but Raccoons up 2-0 in the series.
Absolutely, and right now, with the pace we're going, we might get back-to-back sweeps of the 1 seed. If you guys didn't watch Omega last week, the number 1 Sharks were upset by, if I remember correctly, was the number 8 Lions. Lions or Cheetahs, one of those two teams came in from the play-ins and upset the Sharks. The Sharks were eliminated in that lower bracket run. Right now, I'm hoping this 1 seed doesn't lose because I don't want this to carry over to beta.
Yeah, completely agree. And yeah, I think Narwhals they've been playing a little too aggressive. Like it's great to be aggressive, but they kept overcommitting. You have to play aggressive, but have to make sure you're not overcommitting. You're not leaving those open nets, and that's something that I think they need to work on as we head into game 3 here.
Absolutely. There are timeouts in this series, in these playoffs. Every team gets one, and Narwhals are not going to elect to use them. I'm assuming if they end up losing game number 3, they will take that timeout, which that's going to be a tough one. They have to make that reverse sweep.
And that would be insane to see. But let's see who takes game 3 here as we're going to get started here with game 3. Its kickoff is going to go neutral, and Dragon's going to be the first to collect here. Raccoons starting off strong. Good shot opportunity, just wide life. Big back with slightly open neck. Can someone get back to it in time? Schultze's there as Gary, and the Narwhals are going to continue for offensive pressure.
Yeah, and that was a good, just little awkward move there by Schultz to make Gary force it one way that he just not was able to. Pop's a little bit awkward. That's a shot on net. Ooh, top post. Dragon is going up the wall. He gets a pinch. It's a nice little pinch there to make Freaky a little bit awkward. But Hatch is there on the back wall. He pops it up. He gets a second touch. No one's back for the Raccoons, but Pop is able to get there quickly. Freaky is able to dunk on shot. Dragon's a little bit awkward, but Schulte, he's keeping it close. Dragon's going. Let's see what he can do. A little side flip towards the net. Pops it up. And Schulte's back. He's got some boost. Oh, I don't know if that was a touch Hatch was wanting, but makes them both awkward. Pops up. He clears it to the left wall. Gary's able to meet it. He pops it up, but can't get that second touch. Dragons keeps it close. Life. Hatch 50s it. Wins. Schulte gets a nice little pinch. And Freaky's up. Shot on net. Good clear there by Schulte with Pop also for the secondary. Pop up by Dragon. Freaky clears out. Right now, besides just that one little push by the Raccoons, it's just been all Narwhals.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen throughout the rest of the games too. Narwhal's heavy on offense here. Let's see if it works out for him in this game 3. As Gator's gonna try pass mid, but Raccoons have been holding pretty strong on defense as one pop shot will pop it over Freaky. As Gary almost another own goal, but Hatch was there and it wasn't on. Hatch is gonna look to clear it out mid, but stops. And now it's a little awkward, but one pop shot's gonna clear it out to Dragon here, but Freaky's gonna clear it out as one pop shot past mid. No one's there, and Gary will get a clear out.
I was a little Raccoons as they left that free for the Narwhals to boom, but Dragon was able to get back just in time. As shot pops up, Schulte tries to get the 50 to meet with Hatch, but Hatch is able to win it. Right now, Raccoon's just 0 boost with Narwhals having all the boosts in the world. Gary pops up towards the mid, but Schulte's there to clear it out. Hatch meets it, and they're letting each other get the boost. Hatch is able to get that boost though. Good 50 there by Dragon to make it a little bit awkward. Ooh, Dragon tries to get that demo attempt. Ooh, pop up by Freaky as he passes it to mid for a Raccoons player. But there's no one there to get there in time. Dragon. Nice little touch. Hatch is a little bit awkward. 0 boost. Gary clears it out. Just and Shop is able to get the back left. 2 Narwhals on the left side as Hatch pops it up. Schulte's up. Can he get the read? Nice read there by Schulte as there was 2 Narwhals. He wasn't sure who was going to get it, but he was able to successfully read it.
Yeah, and the Raccoons with a strong defensive stand against this offensive Narwhal squad, as the Narwhals will still continue their offense, but it looks like Raccoons are going to be. They're still staying strong on defense here.
Absolutely, and that's just a whiff there by Dragon, but that's a double commit there by that Narwhals. There's no one back in that net of the Narwhals. Who's gonna get the goal? No one is, as Gary's able to come down from the ceiling and get the save. Dragon meets a 50 on Freaky. Schulte, it's going back. Pops there. Oh, I can't get there quite in time. He just had 0 boost and no momentum. He's on the right wall, though. He goes on the ceiling. Freaky catches it, clears it out. Schulte, boom. And Gary's able to get another clear. Schulte's keep it close. Dragon with a shot on that. Hatch clears it out towards the left side, but Shop's there. He pops up. Freak is on the ceiling. He misses. Hatch, 0 boost once again, but can't make a play. He's going for a bump on Dragon as Dragon tries to keep control but can't. He's going on the opposite side of the wall. Goes for a pinch attempt. Misses. Freaky. He's got the boost. Can he get the solo play? Can't. As Shop's able to meet him in the air and clear it out. It's just Hatchback. Ooh,
Yeah.
I think that was just a miscommunication there from
Oh,
Shop and Schulte. Oh, Gary, a little bit too high. That was their best opportunity yet to make it a 1-0 lead for the Narwhals.
yeah, that was their best opportunity. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite find it as Narwhals are double committing now on offense. You can see the nerves coming out slightly. Still 0-0 with 15 seconds left to play. It's Freaky. Could maybe win the game here. Can't quite find it. Schulte's going to get a clear out. It's going to go down the other end. And so from Narwhal's back, Gary gets bumped out of a wave. Will take possession. Almost accidentally passes it mid as 0 seconds, but they get bumped out of the way.
That is unfortunate. I think right there, that was Raccoon's best chance to just end the game, but unfortunately couldn't. Schulte pops up to the right, but Freak is there to meet up in the air. It's going on the back wall. And there's a Raccoon there to clear it out of the way, make sure there was no double play. No Raccoons were challenging that, but Pop, he gets a clear out. Dragon pops it up. Freaky's 0 boost on the back wall. He gets a nice little pinch there. Good demo there by Gary to make sure there's no Raccoons. But it's a demo by Pop. Narwhal's a little bit awkward, but they're able to get the clear out. Dragon tries to go for a shot towards that, but can't. Good bump. Schulte's up. Can't get the touch. That's an open net. And that is a 1-0 game for the Narwhals as they take game number 3.
Yeah, offensive pressure just a little too strong here. Socially, just gets a misread on the backboard, and Patch gets a mostly open net there. And Narwhals with a strong stand to win game 3.
Just the offensive pressure that the Narwhals were able to generate was astonishing. Even just looking at the score, when you look at the shots, there wasn't much. It was only 7 for the Narwhals, but they just had the ball on the Raccoon side like the entire game. Raccoons, they just couldn't get the shots that they needed in the back of the net. They had the chances. It's just a just a mishap that happened, a team bump, just a whiff. If they're able to clean up those, Raccoons should take game number 4.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just like some unfortunate mistakes from the Raccoons, just like the bumps. But it was still pretty well played as Narwhal's very offensive pressure is just insane. We're in the Raccoons half, it feels like for most of the game. Like although it was a 1-0 game, it felt like the Narwhals dominated most of it.
Absolutely, but the Raccoons, they kept their defensive game strong. One of the best defensive games I've casted yet. Let's see if we can carry on to game number 4 as we head to Utopia Coliseum.
Yeah, and I know both the teams here. I know Narwhals are pretty excited going into game 4 as kickoff is going to go in favor of the Narwhals, but one pop shop should be able to collect it and bang it out or just take possession as one pop shop still continues on the ball. Narwhals are a bit awkward on defense, but Gary will get the nice stop there as it's bounces back mid. Dragon shot denied by Freaky as the Narwhals are having to start here on defense, but Freaky gets a shot and denied.
Now that was almost a great opportunity for the Raccoons. Just were not able to get someone there on that last one. Hatch, he was last back with low boost, but Pop's just not able to get the good shot on that. Schultz is in the corner. Freaky clears it out. Dragon shot on that. It goes high. And there's a triple commit there by the Narwhals. Schulte's up. Shot on that. Can they get back in time? It just hits the top left. That's an early lead for the Raccoons.
Yeah, and you can tell this from miscommunication or nerves or whatever that was from the Narwhals triple committing on defense and they couldn't get back on time. What a great start for the Raccoons.
Absolutely. With the way they've been playing defense, they should be able to hold on to this lead pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I completely agree. Raccoons should be holding on, but wait, there's a chance for the Narwhals. Can't quite find it. Gary is shot just wide. Double tap. Can't quite find it. Raccoons are awkward. Bouncing across the net. Can't quite find anything as the Narwhals attack. Tries to get something there.
That was the Narwhals, I think, in this game, best opportunity to get that goal. Just made themselves awkward, not able to get the shot they needed as Schultze on the right side pops back, and that's a good beat there by Freaky. That's a 1-1 game.
Yeah, what a great shot from Freaky. Plays to the corner. It's just, pass from Patch. What a great pass. Beats the defender, and Freaky's able to tie up the game 1-1.
Absolutely, as kickoff ensues, it's Freaky and Devil. And it's a nice little 50 as Pop wins it, but Hatch is able to get that mid boost. He's going for the aerial play. Gets it over Schultze. Can't get the second one. And good half flip there by Dragon to make sure that's on the back of his net. He's keeping the pressure on himself still. Tries to go for a 50. Can't. Pop's there. Freaky's able to keep it low to make sure that's not pushed towards the Narwhal side. Schultze misses. No one's over that ball yet as Gary gets a shot on that. It's going high. Dragon, a little bit awkward. Shot. That's also high. Freaky. That's also high. Can we drop it down? Nope, that's still high. Oh, low shot.
Oh.
Good save there by Dragons. He pops it up high once again.
Ball's getting a little goofy as keeps on getting high, but as it passes down mid, like Big Mac can't quite find anything as the Raccoons are struggling to escape as they escape their own half.
Just for a second, let's see if the Raccoons can keep the pressure on the Narwhals, and it's cleared out towards the Raccoon side once again as they go back on defense. Shot by Gary. Good save there by Dragon as he goes for a 50, pops up, gets right over to Hatch. Gary, keep it close, but Schultz is there, and that's Dragon takes control of it. He's going to go for the solo play. Oh, there's a mistouch, and Dragon's able to get the goal.
Yet another unfortunate mistouch coming from the Narwhal squad. Just really unfortunate positioning as Hatch unfortunately gets another own goal.
I think Shop was just making that Narwhal's net a little bit awkward, just putting them out of their position they needed to be, and that allowed the mistouch to happen as the Raccoons take a 1-goal lead with now 2:09 left. Oh, and there's an open there for just a second, but no Raccoons was able to get there in time. Schultz is up, shot on net. Hatch, he made sure it was not going to be a goal this time from himself. Shot on net. Freaka's on that right side. The Schulte's there in front. 50. That's Schulte. Gary, Shaw net. Pop is up. He's able to get it. Schulte, good clear, but Hatch is back there to keep it close, but he doesn't. He just pops it up. Dragon. A little bit awkward on the wall. That's a shot attempt. Good save there by Dragon. Despite making himself a little bit awkward, he was still able to get the save. Schulte clears up towards the left corner of the Narwhals. As it goes up high, Hatch is up. Shop is up. Shop's able to beat him. Tries to get that double, but can't. Dragon staying back, keeping it close. Nice little touch. As Schulte goes for the 50, not able to win it. As Dragon's up, pops up a little bit high. He's able to make something out of it. Shop is there. He's keeping it close to him. Passes out middle, but no Raccoons are there. Hatch, keep it close. Pops it up. Dragon's there to clear it out. He's on the sidewall. It goes low. Shot on net. Good demo there. Oh, just hits the back left of that post. It's still a 1-goal game.
Yeah, it could be changing. Gary gets the second goal for the Narwhals and ties up the game. No longer a 1-goal game. Now it's tied thanks to Gary.
Absolutely. As just Schulte just a little too fast. Couldn't get the touch he needed to get that save. Kickoff ensues. Oh, there's some trickery there. As the Narwhals left it, Schulte gets a pass out. Dragon's there. He pops it up to the corner. Then that's a goal. That might have been a miss. I don't know if that was the greatest kickoff idea. Just that allowed the Raccoons instant pressure, and they didn't let up.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best idea on kickoff, but the Narwhals defense just a little scrappy there still, and they concede with 43 seconds left.
Let's see if the Raccoons can hold on to this lead, or if it's going to be a win for the Raccoons and put them on match point. Hatch is up. He's a little bit scary there. It goes up. Freaky's up. Trying to keep it close, but passes it out to the mid. Goes for a double. It's still playing on that wall right there. Good clear there by, but Dragon's able to get the 50. Schultz pops it up, and there's no Narwhals there to get a shot in the open net. Gary's there. Dragons, though, he clears it out low. Schulte. Oh, good speed there to try and force in the back of the net, but just unfortunately can't. Shot. Keeps it close. He's playing that 50. Can't. Hatch is up. Ah, not great aerial there by him. Devil. He's keeping it low. Trying to go for the 50. It goes up high. Shop. He's 0 boost. So Gary's just low. Good 50 there.
Oh.
And it's match point for the Raccoons.
Yeah, what an insane twist of events. Raccoons, I'm still surprised a little bit by their defense. Dragon with 3 saves, just really impressive. And we'll see if Narwhals decide to take a timeout for a down match point. Now remember, loser of this is not out. It's a double elimination. This is an upper bracket, but it still would be insane for Raccoons to get the upset here.
Having the momentum of just going through the upper bracket, and especially if you're able to reach the grand finals, that forces the lower bracket team to win 2 series in a row. And it is difficult. It's possible, but it is difficult. And it doesn't seem like Narwhals are going to take that timeout. I think they're just going to talk with the time they have now and just I think they know what they need to work on. I'm hoping they do. The defense needs to be a little bit more controlled. The Raccoons, when they're on offense, they're able to disrupt that defense. Narwhals need to pick up on that and just calm it out, letting them know where they're at. That will allow them to come back in the series. But right now, Raccoons, they have the momentum. They've got the adrenaline on their side.
Yeah, I agree. Raccoons looking real strong here as they head into game number 5 here on Wasteland as we're about to get game 5 underway.
Will we get a gentleman's sweep with the Raccoons, or will we force a game 6 with a chance for the Narwhals to get back into it? We shall see. Schulte pops it up to the Raccoons corner. Dragon. No bad touch there, but shot. Still look at the 50 on Gary. Gary's able to get that control right back. Ooh, mistouch there. Dragon made sure to keep himself on that ball. Freaky meets Pop with the 50. Gary's there. He's keeping it close. Good save there by Schulte. He's going to maybe get another touch. The good touch there. Gary's able to get that mid left. Freaky goes back as third. Shot. Keep it close. What can he do? He gets the 50 on the Hatch. Hatch gets it popped up. 0 boost on for both. Then that's a triple commit there. That could be dangerous. Oh, just a weak touch there by Hatch as Shop is able to keep it close. And that he's allowing his team to regroup, get some boosts, and just get that second counterattack they need. Neville has popped up. Gary's there. Good 50 there by Dragon as it's going mid. Freaky is able to catch it. He's going to the back wall. Are we going to see a coast to coast? Nope. He's going to let that float. Ooh, no one touches it. Shot. Gets a shot on that. Dragon. He's keeping it close. He gets the over. And, oh, Shot tried to get that back flip, but can't. And Raccoon's still the offensive pressure. Double commit there by the Raccoons as Gary keeps close. Good bump there by Schulte, but no Raccoons are able to respond. Dragon was back, though, to get the clear out. Right now, Raccoons are having some pretty good offensive pressure right now.
Yeah, I agree. They just got to make sure to just knock it awkward, be in position for those passes. You can see them getting just slightly awkward here. They have a good chance here, but Hatch will clear it away. Dragon looks to get something going here. Pass out mid. It gets a little awkward. Goes to one pop shot. Dragon still stays on it. Pass out mid, but no, with Srilsey will collect. Good one fake over one. Can't get past Gary. One pop shop's gonna look to try to get it past mid. Narwhals are awkward on defense. Here's their chance, but no one's there.
Schulte tried to go. Yeah, Schulte tried to go for a demo, and that was just not the greatest move there. He should have just gone for the shot attempt.
Yeah, I agree. Just it causes them to overcommit, and that's how Freaky got the open net. Just Raccoons got a little too excited there and just couldn't, and just left their net open.
Absolutely. As the kickoff goes in Raccoon's favor, Shop gets a shot on net. Not try to go for that top left, but Hatch was there just in time. He's zero boost, trying to make a play, can't. Schulte clears it out. Hatch is quickly able to get that corner boost of the Raccoons. 50 met by Gary and Schulte. Dragon keeps close. Gets it over Hatch. Dragon, he's up on the wall. Can't get a touch. Freaky pops it. Pops as well. Can't get that touch though. Schulte's there. Pops there. Shot on that. It's open. No Raccoons was able to get there in time.
Yeah, and the Raccoons just like missing. They've had a lot of opportunities to get goal here. Another one, but gets saved away. They've had a lot of opportunities here, but no one's been in position when it goes mid. Just slight error here. One pop shot's gonna pop it up. Can he get another? Can't quite find it. It's gonna go to Freaky Schulte. Now gets a great touchdown mid, and yet again, there's just no one there from the Raccoons. Take a quick shot.
The Raccoons are just over rotating right now. No one's back in that second. But Dragon, he might ruin that. Gary's able to get back. Schulte with a good 50. As no one's going yet. But Dragon, he's gonna make sure his team keeps the offensive pressure. Gary gets a good clear. Freaky's up. It might gonna be a double. Just able to hit the underneath the car and not able to get in the back of the net. Dragon, keep it close. Get met by Hatch. Pop, going. Pops it up high as Gary's up. Clears it out. Schulte's there. Can he get the shot on net? He tries, but it's just a little too wide. Freaky pops it out. And Freaky misses there. Who's been going? Hatch goes. Gary's a little bit awkward, but that's going top right. Just slightly misses. That's a 2-0 lead right now for the Narwhals.
Yeah, what great pressure coming out from the Narwhals as the Raccoons just a little bit awkward on defense, and Freaky's going to be there to make it a 2-goal lead for the Narwhals in Game 5.
I think just right now, it looks like Narwhals are just going to take this Game 5 unless Raccoons realize they needed that second man closer. As there's been chances where they could have scored, but just not able to. Hatch, he's just able to get it right over. I believe that was Pop, and that's just a 3-0 lead right now.
Yeah, well, the Vex coming out from Hatch. What a nice air dribble. Just gets some nice touches there as they create a 3-goal lead here for the Narwhals.
Yep, I think Raccoons right now just look at this game and see what went wrong. I'm hoping they realize that they're just not committing hard enough on the offense right now. Gary pops up to mid. Freak shot attempt, but can't. Schulte tries to go for a clear to mid, but unfortunately he's not able to get it. Freaky keeps it close. As Gary makes, that was a little bit dangerous there for the Narwhals. As Gary keeps it close. Dragon with a good demo. Schulte pops it out. Pop can't get that touch. As Schulte tries to go for a demo on Freaky, but Freaky's just a little too fast there. Dragon misses. Gary passes mid. Hatch misses. Pop. He's keeping it close. Schulte's there to take over. allow himself the chance to make the play. It's on the ceiling. Good. Oh, nice try on the shot attempt by Schulte, and Pop tries to get that second touch, but just can't. And good bump there by Dragons. You could get the double. Can't.
Yeah, that was the best chance I think Raccoons have had for most of the game here as it goes mid. Can't quite find it. Would have been nice if they could get one for the road. Let's see if it still can. Ball still up, like it's clear to the other side here as the ball still keeps it up as double commit out from Raccoons. And it looks like Narwhals are going to take game 5.
Absolutely. That was just the normal. That was the Narwhals' cleanest game. Solid defense, solid offense. Defense, won't lie, they got a little bit lucky. Raccoons, they had a lot of open net opportunities. Just there was just no one there. There was just no one there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I think the Raccoons, they're up on that point. I think they're beginning to play a little bit scared here, and that's what's ending up costing them. As there's been countless times where it's just almost an open net or a great shot opportunity. It's just no one there where needs to be that second man.
Absolutely. As no teams are taking the timeout yet, Narwhals, they're going to keep on trucking. Raccoons, they're going to keep on trucking as we head to game number 6 with a potential champions field.
I'm excited indeed as Narwhal's looking to make the comeback here. But let's see if they can do it here as we head into game 6, which I'm pretty sure is Neo Tokyo.
Yes, it is. It is Neo Tokyo.
There we go.
Game 6 is underway. And let us see who will take this. Can the Raccoons get the upset? Or Narwhals force the game 7 and get the pseudo reverse sweep?
Yeah, let's see what happens here as kickoff is going to go mostly neutral, more in favor of Raccoons here as they get a chest start early. Double Dragon, look for a double, can't quite find it. As Gary is going to get a touch out, going to go mid, tries to go for a pinch. He's going to get saved out by Schulte. This is going back and forth here. Hatch is going to clear it out. Mid to Gary, can't quite fight it. Net is slightly open, but Freaky's very going to get back. Dragon, good shot. Demo's coming out for the Raccoons. Gary's going to get a clear out, saved by Schulte as the ball just keeps going back and forth here.
Yeah, just that was a little bit scary there by the Raccoons, but they were able to clear it out. Shot back is 30, he's able to get the 50. It's up at the high. Gary, back wall. He misses. Shot attempt by Shot, but Freaky's able to get the pinch to force it out. And Hatch is able to win that 50 as well. He gets the corner boost. He's getting it close. Good disruption there by Schulte to make sure that Hatch is not able to get a shot on net. Schulte, 0 boost, but trying to make any sort of play he can. No Raccoons are there. Hatch passes the Freaky, but Freaky was not ready for that. Pop clears it out, and Gary is there to catch it. Let's see what solo play he can make. But Dragon's able to meet up in the air to make sure nothing can happen.
Yeah, what a great defense by Dragon here, getting the stop as it goes down the other end. Shot, can't quite find it. Gary's going to get a clear out. Raccoons are looking a little more aggressive than they were last game, but Hatch is going to get the clear out. Freaky gets called off as Hatch trying to do some mix, gets saved by Dragon as Freaky going to try to get something going here past mid, gets bumped out of a play. Dragon's going to clear it out to Schulte, but Gary's there waiting. Good attempt, but can't quite find another touch on it as Dragon's going to get a clear out. Off to Hatch, try to get a flick over, and this offensive pressure from Narwhals is kind of like what we've been seeing before.
Absolutely, but right now, Raccoons are keeping a lockdown defense. They're rotating well, making sure that one's on the ball, and the next one's able to answer right back. Freaky on the right side. Dragon gets clear out. There's no Raccoons able to bump the front. Schulte on the back wall. Pops it up. Schulte's able to get it over Hatch. But Gary's there. Pop clears it out to his corner once again, but Freaky's there. Shot on that. Misses. Dragon tries to keep any sort of dribble he can, but Schulte's there. Pops it up, and Gary drops it down, but Pop's there. Shot on that. Schulte's up. Can he get the redirect? He cannot. Hatch is a little bit awkward, though, and he can't get that last one. Ooh, almost a demo there by Pop to get a shot. Ooh, Gary was there. He was able to get there back there quickly. And there's a bump. There's a bump in the Narwhals. Gary's a little bit awkward, and so was Hatch. Dragon's up. Yeah, he's just a little too high there. Shot on net. Hatches in the back to get the save.
Big
Right
man.
now. Oh, you go. Me?
Yeah,
Someone?
yep, his Freaky is gonna try to get a touch on this ball, gonna pass it out to Gary here. Can't quite find it. A little awkward here for the Narwhals as gets banged out to Dragon. One pop shot, decides not to turn on it as Narwhals looking for upfield pass, can't quite find it. Gets blocked. Gary shot mid, almost open net, but Shop's gonna be there to collect as slight weird rotations coming out from the Narwhals, but Hatch is gonna get past mid here. So one
Absolutely.
pop shot gonna
Shot on
collect.
net. That's just in. No one from the Narwhals even attempted to save that. And
Yeah,
Raccoons take a late lead.
yeah, just what a great play from Raccoons. You know, just the Narwhals, I think, may have just overcommitted a little bit there, as we've seen that be a crucial mistake throughout this series for them.
Absolutely. Just the defensive collapse from them is just it's what hurt them in this game. They have not been able to play the solid defensive formation that you would expect a 1 seed to have, especially with how dominant they were in this regular season. Gary keeps it up. He's going for the aerial play. The Dragon is not able to meet him, and that's just an own goal there, unfortunately, by Schultze, as Hatch is able to get the equalizer shortly after the Raccoons.
Yeah, it looks like the pressure from the Hatch just kind of forced it in there. It's not really what you want for Raccoon, but as the Narwhals will tie at 1-1.
Yep. That's a win there for the Raccoons. Schultze is able to get there quickly. Schultze's going for a demo. Can't get someone. Pops up. Gets the 50 there. He's able to win it. Dragon goes for another 50. Schultze's going all the way back. Pops kept it close to him, though. He's making sure his team can get that offensive pressure they need. Schultze has a good 50 there. Oh, it just goes up high. Just hits that rim of the wall, and it just makes that ball super awkward right now.
Yeah, as well, it's a little awkward in the entire story. This Freaky's going to collect the ball, going to try to get a pass out. Man, clears out to the right. The Hatch can't quite find him as Dragon's going to be there to collect. Great offensive pressure here coming out from the Raccoons. As a little awkward on defense, but Hatch is going to be able to get the pass out to Gary as Gary's left with almost an open net. Pass out in front, almost dangerous out. 10 seconds left. Can't quite find anything. That was an opportunity that could have sealed the game here, but they couldn't quite find it. Freaky pass up, pass to Freaky, and we're into overtime on game 6.
The nerves are at an all-time high right now. Raccoons are looking to shut this series down, and Narwhals are trying to attempt another game, force the champions field. Schultze tries to go for 50, can't. Freaky misses the touch there as Dragon meets Gary at mid. No Raccoons are able to respond. Shop's able to get a good pop-up to his corner, though, as Schultze tries to make the play. Gets a pop-up high. Hatches low boost, but Dragon's trying to make the attempt. Shop forces it to his right side, but Freaky's there. Schultze just back in time, though, to make sure that's not going in the back of his net. Gary passes up mid. Shop's there, and that's Dragon said goes. Shop let him go. Dragon's just zero boost right now. Let's see how much he can try and force this mid. Good 50 there by Shop to just still allow that pressure. Shop still there. Gary, though, was a little bit awkward as Dragon forced the mid. Shop goes for the 50. Can't get the shot. Schultze is back as third, though. Hatch is just zero boost. Freaky's up. Good save there by Dragon. It's still in overtime, and that's a good bump by Freaky. And Gary is trying to go for the double. Man, I'm losing my words right now. It's just the stakes. Oh, it's a 50 to mid, and they can't get it. And that's a good clear there by Narwhals. A little bit scary.
Yeah, a little bit scary. Almost a huge mistake, but it's down the other end. Dragon collects it as it's going to go as far as Freaky. Gets a pass down mid. Upbeat seems slightly nervous for the offensive pressure coming out from Narwhals. Still stands slightly strong, though, but Raccoons get a chance here. The ball just rolls down, but Freaky's going to collect. Dragon, good pass. Big, it gets saved away by Gary, who clears it out. Schultze is up there for the dissected pass as the demos coming out from the Raccoons are just intersecting the Star Wars defenses. Pass mid, can't quite find it. Dragon looking to get something, can't quite find it. It's going to go back to Schultze. It's going to challenge it, and Big Mac's going to get a clear away.
Well, there's a good pressure there, good offensive chance from the Raccoons as it gets pinched out. Luckily, it's not heading towards net, but it goes a little bit high. Freaky. Dragon's a little bit awkward. Shop is able to get the save. It's still game 6, and it's still overtime. Schultz goes, shot on net, misses wide left. Hatch is there. He gets the back left. Dragons tries to go for the 50. Shop's just letting it roll to his backside. Give himself some control. Goes out 50 mid. Gary clears it up. Schultz tried to get the demo on Gary, but couldn't. Good 50 there by Dragon. Dragon gets makes Freaky a little bit awkward as he gets a small touch. Good demo there by Dragon to make Hatch awkward. Gary, he's going for the solo play. Gets it over one. Can he get the double? And a great... Oh, what a save there by the Raccoons! This game's still going on!
Oh, what a save from the Raccoons. It was almost in, but just got barely saved out. What an insane save here, but the Narwhals offense isn't done yet. The net is wide open. There's no one in there, but they can't quite find it. The Narwhals offense, still trying to get something going here as the nerves are standing strong. We're 3 minutes and 21 seconds into this overtime here. The nerves on both sides are getting stronger as it's only a matter of time before someone makes a mistake here. As Gary's going to get a clear log. That's it. As Gary will get the goal 3 minutes and 33 seconds into overtime.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is forcing us to Champions Field, game number 7, winner takes all.
It's what we all wanted. The game 7, we get it. What an absolute show from the Narwhals as they're looking to come back on the Raccoons. And I'm really impressed with Gary here.
Absolutely. He stepped it up in that last minute and a half of that overtime, just getting over the first defender with his aerials, and that allowed the Narwhals to put the offensive pressure they needed to force in the back of the net and make this a Game 7 series.
Yeah, and it looks like Raccoons doesn't seem like they're gonna call a timeout here. I think they're just might be confident going into game 7. Winner take all. Winner moves on in the upper bracket, and the loser will have to play in the lowers, which just isn't ideal here.
Absolutely. Lowers that. You only get that one life. And in the uppers, like I mentioned, you still got the chance to just make it to the grand finals on just feeling comfortable. And this could go either way. It is so hard to predict who's going to win this next game. Right now, Narwhals have the momentum, but Raccoons played really solid that game number 6. But it all comes down to this Champions Field, where legends are made.
Yep, this is where legends are made. You can see all those legends hanging up in the banners right there. As nerves are going to be the highest they've ever been for both these teams. As kickoff is going to go in favor of the Narwhals, trying to get a strong start out here. They're getting very aggressive here out early as Demo's coming out. Freaky's going to be there to collect. Ball's going to bounce mid as Gary takes the ball, gets it past mid, but no one's there. The slight nerves, it looks like, coming out from both sides, but Narwhals are going to keep... Oh, clear back out, though, from Dragon, but can't quite find it as Freaky's going to be there to clear outside defense. Dragon, though, still on. Good shot for Raccoon. Saved away, almost gets stumped. As what a stop from the Narwhals. But here's another attack. Can't quite find it. Hatch gets an awkward touch, but still gets it forward. As Hatch will continue the offensive pressure, but the Narwhals have been putting on. Gary can't quite find the shot. That's going to be awkward. Pop shot gets the clear out.
That was just good offensive pressure by both teams. Raccoons, Narwhals. Both teams are looking hot right now as they're just moving quick. They're moving seamlessly. They are communicating well, it looks like, as Gary pops it up. Can't get the second touch he needs where he wants. Schultz drops it down. The Hatch is there on the left side. He forces it mid. And that's a good save by their shot. Aim top post. Hatch gets a shot. No one was there to get there in time as Hatch gets the first goal of game number 7.
Yeah, and it looks like the nerves coming out for Raccoons. They seemed a little bit panicky on defense. Not really sure who's going to go. They're all awkward in net, and Hatch is able to read the mistake there.
Absolutely. As another kickoff ensues as it goes towards the Narwhal side, but Hatch is there. He's going for the aerial play. Gets to number 1. And that's a great aerial there by Hatch, and that makes it a 2-goal lead for the Narwhals with 3:34 remaining.
Yeah, Narwhal starting out strong here early in game 7 as Hatch just gets an insane air dribble over. And let's see if the Raccoons can counter this Narwhal's offense.
Absolutely good demo there, but just unfortunately not able to get the pressure they needed there. As Schulte just a little bit awkward. Pinch there by Gary and Pop. Schulte on the right corner. Gets a touch. Hatch is able to meet him though. Dragon's a little bit awkward. Pop is back though as he forces it to the left. But Gary's there. Forces it out to the other opposite side, but no Narwhal's there. The Freaky's up. As he meets Dragon there for the 50. Hatch still has the boost. Dragon passes out mid. There's a Raccoon up. As he meets the 50. Shop is up. It's dropping down. That's in the net. It's a 1-goal game now.
Yeah, what insane pressure from the Raccoons. You know, they're playing slightly more confident. They know they need to get some goals here in game 7, and they're just playing really aggressive. It's working out for them.
Absolutely. As another kickoff goes, Hatch gets the mid right as Pop leaves it be. Oh, no one's up right now. I thought Hatch was going to go. I guess he just left it. But Dragon keeps it close to him. Passed out to mid. Freakies are up on the ceiling. It's dropped down by Devil. Schulte tries to get a clear out but can't. Shop's the only one back right now for the Raccoons. Dragon 0 boost. He's able to get the clear out he needed. Gary Fashaw on net. And almost a whole goal there by Schulte. That would have been wouldn't have been the second of this game, but definitely just wants to make sure that his team's not behind because of his mistakes. Good flick there by Gary, and that's a 2-goal lead right now for the Narwhals.
Yeah, what offensive pressure coming up from Narwhals as looks like Raccoons just still they're panicking. It just looks like they're really nervous or panicking on defense, and Gary's able to get a nice flick over.
Absolutely, is another kickoff. It's going to net, and they're able to answer right back as it's once again a 1-goal lead. Raccoons down by 1.
Yeah, what a great momentum shift for Raccoons. Just right off the kickoff, you can forget about that last goal almost as they shoot just right back into the net. Just what a great kickoff from them.
Absolutely, and let's see if they can get another goal as it goes straight to Pop. He's going to go for the solo play. Pops up high. He's able to get over 1, but it's dropped straight down. Schulte's up. Can I get that touch that he needs to put in the net? Dragon's going. He gets Mets there by Gary for the 50 shot. Pops up towards the center. No Raccoons there. Hatch is going for the solo. Good bump there by Schulte, but there's no Raccoons able to make the play. Freaky goes for the double, but can't. And that he meets the 50 with Gary. Bump there on the mid-left boost as Hatch pushes... Or Gary pushes Hatch back. Freaky clears it out towards the Raccoons corner. It's a pass to Freaky. Schulte's able to get there in time, and it... my words. This is just... I'm struggling to speak right now.
What intense game 7. Things off the back post as Gary to clear out. Both teams just looking a little nervous here, but Raccoons have to score 1 here in a minute and 15 seconds if they want a chance at even taking it to OT. Here's Dragon's going to get a pop up over to Pop Shop. It's a great opportunity, but it just goes wide. Schulte just missed as Hatch is going to be able to get a clear out. Going to try to get something here, but Dragon with a nice save going over to Shop here. He's going to just play it slow, play it off the wall, try to get a pass to Dragon here. Can he find it? Yes, he does! What an amazing pass from the Raccoons, and they tie this game up with 53 seconds remaining.
What a great read there by Pop. He was able to see his teammate down on the floor. No one was there, and Dragon was able to put it in between 2 Narwhals players. It's a 3-3 game, 53 seconds left. Are we going to get an overtime for this game 7? We shall see. Kickoff ensues. And that's Hatch on the back right. He's going for the pinch towards mid. And no Narwhals there to get the shot. Dragon pops up high. A little bit awkward there for the Raccoons, but they were able to play it safe. Pop. And try to get the flick. Can't. Dragon's up. Just can't get the touch. Schulte. He's able to get over 1. And that's just right over 2 Raccoons players as Narwhals are able to take a lead shortly after the equalizer from the Raccoons.
And that could be the dagger in the series. Raccoons have 30 seconds, and it looks like they're just playing really nervous. Some whiffs unexpectedly just coming out. Just the nerves in this game 7 are really high.
Absolutely, as Dragon just misses that back right, but he still didn't make it. Gary's up on the ceiling. He misses. Schultze's up. That's a dunk there by Dragon. Pop. Pop could get there in time to get it in the back of the net. Hatch, 0 boost. He misses. Point. Gets a 50. Schultze pops it up. That's a good bump there by the Narwhals as it's a shot on net. And Dragon can get there in time. And that just might be the dagger.
Yeah, that's probably most likely going to seal the game. The Raccoons had a decent shot earlier, but couldn't quite find it as Hatch will score on the counter. And it looks like the Narwhals might run away with this game 7.
As the Narwhals just let that kickoff go towards them. It's a goal. This game is still possible. There's still an overtime chance. There's 4 seconds left. Raccoons are down by 1.
And if you've been a fan of Rocket League for a while, you know game 7, 4 seconds left. Miracles have happened in these situations. It was a slightly different scoreline, but miracles are possible here as kickoff has to go in favor of Raccoons. They keep it high. One pop shot gets it, but Freaky will kill it, and Narwhals will win the series.
What an amazing game 7